Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please smash that subscribe button now. And today is a very special video that I'm going to be making. No, it is not a movie review today. It is in fact an opinion video that is there. In otherwise what has been a wonderful year for the Malayalam film industry. Here the focus is on one of my favorite actors from the Malayalam film industry, which is FAHADH FAASIL. And FAHADH FAASIL, the video that we are going to be talking about is the curious case of FAHADH FAASIL in the year 2024. And there are some interesting points that I want to make. So watch this video till the end. Now, for FAHADH FAASIL, getting right into the video, the year 2024 I would say has been a good year in terms of acting, but a bit of a mixed year in terms of the choices that he has made in terms of the roles that is there. Now I would like to divide this year 2024 into two halves for FAHADH FAASIL. The first half from Jan to June had two releases of FAHADH FAASIL, one as the main lead and the second one that was there as the producer. So the producer one that was there that came out earlier in the year in the form of Premalu, and I think that was a wonderful display by an actor who understands the film that is there, understands the script that is there. And so Premalu, definitely nobody had imagined that such a small and cute film would actually turn out to be such a high grossing entertainer at the end of the day. So full marks to FAHADH FAASIL for backing that, which this is that one point that I'm going to circle back on. His choice of scripts that is there, he has a good sense of choice of scripts to start the year with. It's followed up with one of my favorite Malayalam films from this year. I don't know whether it will be in my top 5 or not, but Aavesham, it was absolutely a laugh riot. It was entertaining to the core, and I think Fahad was absolutely magical and magnificent in the film. In fact, there were talks about how, which Telugu actor or which Hindi actor would be ideal for the Aavesham remake that is there, and that was the stature of Fafa's performance. It was that high in the first half of 2024. Come the second half of 2024, from July to December, we are in December, but I don't think he's having any further release this month. So the year has ended for him in terms of the new releases that are there. But having said that, FAHADH FAASIL had a mixed sort of a second half to the year that is there. Not in terms of the acting chops that is there. I think the acting was pretty solid in each of the 3 films that I'll be discussing here. It was only the choice of the roles that was there that had me a little on the fence, particularly with at least 2 of the 3 films, or probably 3 out all the 3 films that are there. So the first one was not a Malayalam film, by the way. It was the Tamil film Vettaiyan, which is starring Rajinikanth and Amitabh Bachchan, these 2 stalwarts, and it also had FAHADH FAASIL as one of the actors in the film. Now, there's no denying that, in Vettaiyan, FAHADH FAASIL was the best part about the film because his character was quirky. It kind of ended with a bummer, so to say, but it was definitely quirky. He was a show stealer, but he was still a supporting actor in that role. He still had a smaller character as compared to some of the other meatier characters that were there. And it was kind of worrying for me, because FAHADH FAASIL in a way is a brand on its own. He can carry a film on his shoulders, which is not to say that he shouldn't be doing supporting roles, but in a multi-starrer film that is there, you always tend to have your, your target shared, your appreciation shared, your attention shared with other co-stars, particularly with the stature of Rajinikanth and Amitabh Bachchan that is there. Definitely it was, I think I could totally understand why he may have signed the film, because he did get a chance to work with Rajinikanth and Amitabh Bachchan. But if I have to look at his role, the role, it had a kind of an arc that is there in the purest sense, but it wasn't written very well, which basically meant that I think they needed one actor who would, spice up that role and, take it to a level which wasn't really achieved in the writing space that is there. And that for me was the issue for me as far as his character was concerned. Of course, he was magnificent as always in Vettaiyan. The second one was back in Malayalam. It was the Malayalam film Bougainvillea, which is going to premiere on Sony Live this week. I was kind of cheated with this film because the promotions, the trailers, all of it starred Fafa film. It was a Fahad Fazil film until I got to know that he was barely in it in this film. He barely had a role in this film. He was completely wasted, and how, and I kind of felt cheated. I think this he may have done only out of friendship. I don't know, but it somewhere I felt cheated as a consumer. When I was viewing the film, I was waiting for Fafa to spread his magic, but the role was so trivial and so frivolously written that even a stature like Fahad Fazil could not make it work to a point of it being watchable or even appreciated to that point. I think it was almost one of those kind of roles again in which the writers were caught in a dilemma that, oh, we don't have a solid character of a cop that is there, and we need a solid performer to at least make notice of that character, take notice. It could have been performed by anybody. You did not need the prowess of Fahad Fazil to be in that role. So I think that was another kind of a bummer for me, I must admit. Then the year has culminated previously in the previous week with Pushpa 2. It is a Telugu film, so you had one in each language. You had the Tamil, you had the Malayalam, and you had the Telugu film that is there. All three in a span of 6 months, you can say. Again, the film belonged to Allu Arjun, and Faha was amazing in the film, but I was kind of hard. He just had a raw deal at the end of the day, with the manner in which the character met his fate. I still won't be revealing spoilers in this video because many may not have watched the film Pushpa 2 yet. It's doing great business, by the way, but I was kind of bummed also. So I think this was one such film which probably would have put him in the pedestal of a pan-India star. You remember Pushpa, the first part that was there, and the last 20 minutes on how he dominated those last 20 minutes that was there. Here, the character seemed a little caricaturish, and I think Fahad would be the first one to admit to that as well, that his character wasn't really shaped up the way it should have been. Probably, I don't know why there was an early exit. I don't know whether he was not on the same page with the script that was there. It was kind of, a raw deal. And for people who are saying, he'll return in the third part, I think it's highly unlikely. I don't see that really happening. If it happens, well and good, fingers crossed, but then it would probably tie up as well. But I think this one, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, particularly with the fate that the character did undergo, and he didn't have a meaty role as such. The focus was always on Allu Arjun, and rightly so. So it brings me to the point that, Fafa needs to be, very sure before signing any pan-India projects or projects that are outside the Malayalam film industry. I mean, he's done a lot of work in the friendship space that is there, or even otherwise, but I think he needs to be really sharp, with his script choices, because Fafa is such a wonderful actor. He's such a wonderful actor that, he stands out even in such trivial character sketches that are there as well. So imagine if he's given such a meaty role, what would happen? Remember Malik, remember Kumbalangi Nights, he absolutely smashed it out of the park. Even this year with Aavesham, if you remember Aavesham, he owned the stage, and how. Which makes me want to believe that, Fafa needs to be a little more vigilant with his script choices and not just given to any role that is there. He must understand that his character also is important to the script, and how important is it to the screenplay, and not just blindly, be lured by the producers. Just a little opinion piece that is there. Otherwise, it's been a wonderful year for Fafa in terms of the success as well. He's achieved success. Yes, collectively, Pushpa 2 is a major hit. There's no denying that. Aavesham was a major hit. Premalu was a major hit. Bougainvillea and Vettaiyan did not work to an extent at the box office, but there were still good performances. So there's nothing to complain as far as the acting chops are concerned. He's still a great actor in my books. He's still my favorite. It's just the script choices and the character roles that he's doing, which I think is a bit of a bummer for me. So then that was the video, and I'm hoping that most of y'all will take this little criticism with a pinch of salt that is there. It's just my opinion to see a lot more of a wonderful prolific actor that is there in his full prime is what the important thing is. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Remember to comment on the video and share your opinion on what Fahad Fazil, the actor in 2024, looked like to you, and whether my points make sense at all, and remember to share this video with your friends, ask them to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this Digi family together. And you could also visit my site Popcorn Reviews with a double S for all the latest reviews that are there. Social media handles will also have the posts that are there of the latest films through which you can go to my site. All information is available in the description box below, so do visit that as well. I'll see you again soon with another video. Till then, take care of yourselves and thank you so much for your love and support. Cheers.